Hey everyone, it's Maria, and I have decided yesterday I posted a video and said that I would do a more normal posting schedule than I normally do. You all who've been watching for a long time know that I'm not a routine girl. I am a person who likes to fly by the seat of her pants. But just to go along with this video as well, I will be posting a video a day, at least for the first week, to kind of as a jumping off pad for those who are new homeschoolers, dealing with maybe some social anxiety or isolation issues. I'm just going to try and infuse a quick video in your day to kind of give you something to jump off of, whether it's me singing off key a song. I have no idea. I have some, I was up a lot last night just kind of brainstorming. So hopefully this will be a place for you to get some inspiration, some hope, some social community. Again, support each other. Definitely check in on those that you love. Have Spotify playlists. I have a worst day reinforcements playlist as well as Calm the F Down are my two that I've been switching back and forth between. I have a funniest YouTube video playlist. Keep those things, those humor. Humor is going to be a huge thing that gets us through. So that said, that's what you can expect from me for the next week. And then I will reevaluate from there what is going to happen. We just picked up our exchange student yesterday from he's a junior at a residential high school. So, and he's from Korea. So we picked him up. Yes, I picked him up yesterday. I'm the only one who's been allowed to leave the house because my husband has some immune issues and of course the kids. So I've been the only one who's been out for the last 6 days, something like that. I picked him up. Hopefully we'll get our visa stuff situated. But again, it means that there's some constant change happening in the house. There's going to be a little bit of added stress. It means that my middle child gave up his bedroom for an indefinite period of time so that our exchange student John would have his own space. But it means that my boys are back to sharing a room again, which they haven't done since last year when we moved into this house. One of my boys is a late night owl and the other one likes to go to bed like old man at 8 p.m. So we'll see how that all goes. We're all just kind of flying by the seat of our pants. That said, that's what this video is about today. There are two kind of things that I think are really important to keep in your head while you're working through this, whatever this is for you. The first one is maintaining some sort of normal. I am not a routine person. I love doing whatever I want to do when I want to do it. But I think especially if you have littles that depend on you, or even just you trying to figure out what is life right now, putting some sort of routine or thing to look forward to is important. So the things that I'm recommending that I've been a lot more diligent about is sticking to some sort of meal plan. I have movable magnets that I have on our fridge that you could also do it with Post-it notes, index cards, tape, whatever you find available. Write up, 8 different things that you have ingredients for and switch things around on your board. So that way your family members, everybody knows the worst question is what's for dinner, but at least if it's already made up for you, you don't have to think about it. It's not like you don't have prep time anymore. We're all home. At least a lot of us are home. Thank you to those who are having to go out and be healthcare workers and postal workers, and you guys are saving the world right now. You know that. But a lot of us have some time at home now to do maybe a slow cooker meal or those kinds of things that maybe we didn't have time for before. We try to make some things easy for us, so we have less meal options to choose from, but we did things like cut up a bunch of onions and freeze them in different batches for each week. So those sorts of things are really helpful. But yeah, meal plans, so you don't have to make those decisions. Another thing I did is I made a poster with goals on it. And these goals are very broad. They're for everybody in the family. So there's something like work on a hobby, go outside, reach out to somebody not in the house, read a book, exercise, and play a game. I think there's maybe one more, but basically these are things people can get stickers for, and it's something little, but it has been helpful. My kids spent several hours working on their basketball hoop skills yesterday, but even just having something to look forward to and something to work on has been really helpful. Special scheduled play breaks, whether that's a virtual date. There's a lot of virtual opportunities online. If you are a new homeschooler, even if you are an old homeschooler like me, don't feel like you have to do everything. A lot of the stuff is going to be videoed and you can look at it later. Maybe pick 2 things that sound interesting and work them in. Do not think you have to do all the things because that's just way too much. Pick a couple things that you want to try out. Do those. Don't go overboard. The next thing is come up with something fun, new quarantine tradition. I'm going to be doing cinnamon rolls on Saturdays because I think it's time for cinnamon rolls on Saturdays. I have been kind of not hoarding ingredients, but pilfering away. Like I've not let the kids snack as much as they normally do, and so they haven't had as much treats, I guess. And so I'm just trying to think of some ways to come up with some fun ways to get them a little something to look forward to. And don't live in your PJs. Granted, I am currently in lounge pants and a tank top right now. But for the most part, try and get dressed. Try and get your kids dressed so it's not just like months of us giving up on life. Yeah, I'm planning on doing some yoga later, which is why I'm dressed like this. But anyway, physical exercise, outside time, if you can get it, good, do that. It's important. The other thing, so we have on one hand, try and maintain normal. On the other hand, especially for new homeschool parents, realize that this is not normal. And also old homeschool parents, this is not normal. I don't know how many times I've heard from people, well, at least you homeschool, this is easy for you. We are used to being out for classes, library time, play dates. We have a couple of different families that we do book club parties with. This is not normal for us. I have 2 highly extroverted children. This is hard. So I'm just recognizing that this is not normal. And so there's going to have to be a lot of grace from everybody to everybody else because this is not normal. The first bit of homeschool advice that you really need to take to heart is that when people are upset or stressed or crying, learning does not happen. There have been so many scientific studies to prove when you are out of sorts, it is difficult to learn. So don't think now is the time you're going to be able to teach perfectly your kids all these skills that they've been lagging on or having problems with. That's not a thing. This is just pick a few things maybe that they really need to work on, and you can spend time on those. Overall, the whole goal of home is to be a refuge. And it's really difficult. My biggest struggle as a homeschool parent is recognizing that when my child is struggling with a school subject, it's not personal. It doesn't mean that I need to be a harsh mom. He doesn't need to be disciplined for things that he's done at school and at home both times. It's very difficult as a homeschool parent, teacher, to also be a mom sometimes. And so I really, really, especially in times like this where nobody knows what's going on and we're all stressed and scared, to realize that it's okay. Home is not ever going to be the exact same thing as school. It's not designed to be. Your main job is still to be the parent to your kid, period. If that means teaching them a little bit and kind of working through things later, that's okay. Like, your main job is to make sure that this child feels like it's going to be all right. We've got this. I am loved, even if I don't understand multiplication or decimals or whatever else you are not being able to explain to your kids. There's so many resources online that are available. In tomorrow's video, I will talk more about some different things you can do with schooling and staying, I don't know, positive, fun, whatever. But today, I really just need you to know that maintain some normal because this is not normal and it's hard. And also realize this is not normal and it's hard, and we're all going to have a lot of grace for each other. Again, homeschool is not ever going to be the same as traditional school. That's okay. Your main job is to be a parent to these people. So I know that was more parent driven. But even if you're not a parent, I want you to realize that it's not normal. If you feel like now is a great time that I should be working on my novel and learning all the things, on one hand, I feel that because I really have some things that I really should be working on and doing. But on the other hand, survival is probably the most important thing right now, and keeping sane and finding some joy and lovely memories in the middle of whatever is happening. So I love you all lots. And if you have questions specifically that you want to hear more about today as far as tomorrow for resources, go ahead and put them in the comments and I will make sure that I address them. Again, things are different. I have a Lego table you can kind of see set out here right now. Thankfully, it's getting a little bit warmer, so maybe we'll be able to use that. But it used to be, the Legos used to be in one of my son's rooms, and the desk used to be in the other ones. So we're all kind of shifting things around to make room for the whatever this is. So I will see you all later. Hang in there. Reach out to somebody. Give yourself a gold star for whatever you need to give yourself a gold star for, and come up with a plan that makes you excited a little bit, because we need some of that. Talk to you all later. Bye.